Wait, what? Hello, Dad? Let me tell you what's going on. I'm not going to forgive any of them.
Trouble busters!
We're going to Hawaii for our company trip this year. Hawaii? I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. My name is Helen. I've been excited to hear that our company trip this year will be in a foreign country. What the heck are you doing? Oh, nothing. Yay, I matched with Cody! What the heck is she doing during her working hours? Oh, Helen. Yes? Can you take care of this document for me? I'm sorry, but I have to leave for a business trip right now. What are we going to do about this then? It needs to be done by this evening. Well, fine, forget it if you don't want to. I'm sorry. I haven't heard a thing, and the trip is only a week out. About our company trip next week.
Oh, I believe that was.
No one's here. Wait, what? Hold on. What's going on? Oh, that's from her. Wait, what? This isn't what I heard. Hello? I saw what was on the whiteboard. Can you please tell me what's going on? What's going on is that you never showed up for this trip. I went to the place where and when I was told to. I made sure I went through all the documents too. Oh, well, maybe there was a miscommunication then. I guess it couldn't be helped. No way, that can't be possible. But then we already left for the trip. Where are you right now? We're on the bus on our way to the airport. What? I don't think this is right. I've been very excited about this trip. Why are you doing this to me? Helen, don't you remember what happened the other day? The other day? Are you talking about... I'm sorry for that other day, but I really couldn't handle what you asked for. This will make us even. I see. I know why she's doing this now. I mean, I wouldn't have minded, but our CEO says so. I don't think our CEO would say anything like that. Look, I'm on the bus, and I shouldn't be talking on the phone right now. I'm hanging up. Oh my, this is ridiculous. I never thought I'd face our company trip like this when I've been so excited about it. I was shocked. I stood there shocked for a little while, but fine. I've made up my mind. I'm not letting her get away with this. Troublebusters! Hello, Dad? Let me tell you what's going on. I'm not going to forgive any of them. Is our CEO running late? He was supposed to meet us at the airport.
I believe he'll be here soon enough.
He's so lousy with his time management. Oh, you seem to have a lot to say about him. Thanks for waiting. Helen! Everyone, thanks for waiting. And now we're off to the fun Hawaii trip. Why the heck are you even here? I got a cab to get me here last minute. What? That's not possible. I don't care. Helen, I told you I don't mind, didn't I? But as I also told you, this is something that our CEO said. I wonder if it was okay for you to join. Don't quote me for it. Ma'am, I think you should stop right there. Shut up! How dare you talk to me when I'm giving you a friendly warning? Oh, you're ruining my trip already.
I see. It sounds like you really don't want Miss Helen to join this trip.
Of course. Wait, the CEO?
I'm sorry I'm late.
Hello, sir.
Miss Clara, I need you to explain this matter to me.
What matter are you asking about?
About my daughter, of course. How dare you do this to her?
Your daughter? I'm sorry, but I have nothing to do with your daughter, sir. What are you talking about? You're all about the daughter's work. I'm not talking to you. For example, what you wrote on the whiteboard? What? Don't tell me.
Yes, we're going to damn tell you.
Wait, what?
Is Helen our CEO's daughter?
Sir, you're just joking, right?
What do I benefit from telling such a joke?
I mean, you two have different last names. You also refer to Helen as Miss Helen, too. You would call her just by her name if you were her family.
I filed a divorce for my wife. That's why we have different last names. I call her Miss Helen instead of just by her name because I don't see her any differently from any of the other team members we have at work.
I see. You see now? Helen, why didn't you tell me sooner? If I told everyone about it, I'm sure it would have made it awkward. I wanted everyone to treat me just the way they treat anyone else, so that's why I refrained from telling anyone. But then, I just couldn't look the other way after what you've done to me. Oh.
So, do you realize after I answered all your questions?
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, this can't be possible. Miss Clara, I've already told our CEO about what happened today, about what you wrote on the whiteboard and how you blamed him for what you've done.
Miss Clara, I need you to explain this matter to me.
Sir, there's a reason why I had to do this. There is absolutely no reason as to why you've done this. Look, Helen, you enjoy surprises, right? This was just a surprise joke that we played on you. Don't even think that your lousy excuse is going to get you away with this. I mean, when your colleague did a surprise birthday party for you, you seemed to be very happy. It was a pleasant surprise, and that's why I was happy. But what you've done to me is such a displeasing surprise. I didn't have any malicious intention behind this, though.
No malicious intentions, huh? As I told you earlier, I heard everything that you've done.
What are you talking about? I have no idea. I believe someone else may have written those things on the whiteboard.
What? You were the one.
I erased it, okay? It clearly said Clara on the board. Someone must have written that too. And who could be that someone else? I'd tell you if I knew who it was.
By the way, it wasn't me.
I don't know anything about it either. Hey! That's enough. Even if you were to get away with the whiteboard, I have my call history with you on my phone. What? How dare you? You're so sneaky. I'm giving you those words right back at you. You better cut it out.
You're the one who better cut this nonsense out. Are you still going to tell me that this was a surprise?
Oh.
Miss Clara, I need you to tell me the truth. Why did you do this?
Company trip is supposed to be with a purpose of rejuvenating our team members who put in hard effort on our everyday operation. Not necessarily always. And this year we're going to Hawaii, out of all places. I believe those who earned the privilege should only be the ones who get to go on this trip.
What exactly are you trying to say?
For example, Helen would oftentimes ignore what I tell her to, and she's sometimes late to submit her assigned tasks. This tells a lot about her work ethic, and her consequences should not be limited to the absence of this company trip. But because I care about her so much, I've decided to limit my action to this company trip. That's all I have to say to you. Even if the two of you are a family, you shouldn't be taking it easy on her.
Miss Clara, can I tell you one thing?
Yes? What is it?
You're not making any sense!
What? Why?
None of what you're telling is true!
I've never ignored you before, and if you're talking about the other day, as I explained to you multiple times, I was too busy to handle what you asked for. I can't believe you're accusing me of ignoring you when I've explained to you so many times. But we should be helping each other out when we're struggling. We all work as a team. Of course, I completely agree with you on that. See, you already know it for yourself. But that other day was already the due date. You said that it had to be done by that evening, right? Considering my ETA back at the office from my business trip, I couldn't have agreed to handle it for you.
Anything to say about that?
Oh. Also, you've been playing on your phone the entire time you were asking me to handle your task, too. It almost made me feel like you didn't plan on handling it on your own to begin with. We all go on our phones, right? I had to message a client at that time. In that case, why were you saying that you matched with Cody? What? How?
And how'd it go with him?
Hey, I need you to shut up.
Does this mean that you admit to what she said? Or what you said earlier applies to yourself and not to Helen?
Oh, that's not true. Sir, you need to stop taking Helen's word for it. Just because she's your daughter, you need to trust what I'm telling you.
Even if you're telling the truth, wouldn't it be your job to guide her in the right direction? given that you're her direct supervisor.
Well,
You also said that the purpose of going on a trip is to rejuvenate our team members, right?
sure.
It's true that I want our team members to relax for the sake of their hard work during our operations, but that's not it. The purpose of our company trip is to revitalize the communication between the team members to induce a team-oriented environment. If you're going to claim that you had a challenge communicating with Helen, it makes even more worth having both of you join this trip together.
I agree that the communication between you and me should be improved. I see. I never knew there were such purposes for this company trip. Oh, that's amazing!
Amazingly, huh? You've been working for this company for a while, and I've been talking about the purpose of our company trips every year too.
Yes, sir, I recall.
So that's it. Miss Clara, if you understood.
Okay, I'll be careful moving forward. Is that enough? What? How much longer do we have to keep talking about this? How could you be so shameless right now? This is supposed to be a fun company trip. We shouldn't be acting so gloomy like this. And who do you think is the cause of this gloomy awkwardness? Oh, that's just speaking from the results. Now that you're here to join our trip, all is well, right?
How dare you!
Sir, we're staying at the renowned hotel called Royal Aloha, which is where a lot of celebrities stay. There are a lot of places for us to go sightseeing, too. I can't stop getting excited about it.
And I can't get excited at all after what you've done to my daughter!
Oh. Anyway, Helen, we should all get excited about this trip. If you want, I can be your bodyguard. No, thank you. What did I ever do to deserve that? Oh, come on. You said that you've been excited for this trip, too. I lost all my excitement, thanks to someone. Oh, don't be like that. No, I'm not going. You're so stubborn. Okay, fine, do as you wish. If you don't wish to come with us, let me make it clear that Helen refuses to go at this point. This isn't my fault. Miss Clara, I believe you already know it for yourself. Well,
Miss Clara, about the numbers of tickets.
Oh! Well, that's right. We don't have enough tickets for everyone to go on this trip. And if they ever find out about this...
What's the matter?
Sir, Helen, Clara, would like to refrain from joining this trip this time around. Wait, what? Helen, I'm sure you're feeling disappointed because of what I've done to you, so I'll refrain from joining this trip. How about that? What are you trying to do now? This is way too sudden. You kept talking about the renowned hotel and the sightseeing too, and you seem to be extremely excited over this trip. Well, this isn't anything sudden. It only proves that I'm remorseful about this.
This Hawaii trip allows each team member to hindsight on their own when we get there. We can perhaps have both of you join this trip, then have the two of you go sightseeing separately too. Therefore...
We lost one ticket.
What?
I thought I was handling everything all together, but I somehow lost one of them. Wow, that's so obvious.
This isn't a laughing matter! Why didn't you tell me this sooner? Or you didn't tell me about this on purpose!
Of course not. He just told me just now, and that's why. I take the blame for not managing the tickets well, so I will refrain from joining this trip. Miss Clara, you don't have to worry about that. What? Our tickets are issued to us electronically. That means that we don't have to worry about lost tickets. Wait, hold on.
She's completely right. There's no way we will lose our ticket.
How dare you keep saying all these unnecessary things? I just wanted to help us out. This is such a thankless favor.
Miss Clara, don't tell me.
Oh, that's right. I accidentally deleted one ticket when I was trying to reserve it, which means it was electronically lost. I don't understand what you're trying to say, but I'm assuming that you insist on losing one ticket, right? Yep, that's right. Let's go ahead and get it reissued then. Reissued? Most airlines will reissue the ticket even if the ticket ends up getting lost. Don't you think it's too wasteful to lose a ticket after purchasing it for spending so much on it? Is that so? Sir, let's go.
Sure!
Well, wait, hold on! About the flight ticket for our trip today?
No, our records show that it hasn't been lost.
Oh, God.
Miss Clara, do you have anything to say? Were you lying to us?
Well,
You lied, didn't you?
oh.
I see. I see. I see.
Hold on a second, sir. What exactly are we holding on for? You clearly lied to us. I never said that the missing reservation was for Helen. That wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Why did you reserve one fewer ticket then?
It was a genuine mistake. I'm telling the truth. I wonder if you'd still call it a genuine mistake after seeing this. Yikes. The receipt shows how the tickets were booked for all of us.
Miss Helen, what do you mean by that?
As you can see, despite that Miss Clara claims that she forgot to include one person for this trip, but the receipt tells us that she ordered tickets for all 50 employees. If she didn't book it for one person, the total would have come out to be $49K. I wonder what happened to the other $1,000.
Miss Clara, weren't you in charge of this?
Oh, was that so?
Stop feigning ignorance at this point! If this was true, you're gonna be facing your consequences!
Hold on, we need to all calm down, both of you.
We can't be more calm than we are now.
But why? Why do you even have that receipt? I was looking through our office while I had to wait for the cab to come pick me up. That sounds as if you knew. Rather than knowing, I overheard some rumors regarding the cash flow. It was just that your desk was always guarded by you and no one could investigate this matter. Does that mean what I've done this time around had given her a chance to get to me?
In this case, we don't have time to be on a company trip. I'll be investigating this matter immediately.
In that case, I'll go ahead and accompany you for that investigation.
No, thank you. Miss Helen, you can go ahead and take the ticket that belonged to me. Go ahead and enjoy the company trip.
Dad, no sir, please let me accompany you.
But,
I'd like to be your help, please let me.
okay then. In that case, I'll let you come with me. I guess you are my daughter after all.
If this gets known to the public,
I will consider filing a criminal lawsuit against you for embezzlement.
criminal lawsuit? You don't have to panic so badly if you haven't done anything wrong. Well, I'm so sorry.
What?
I apologize for everything I've done so far, so please forgive me.
I wish you'd said those words a lot sooner.
I didn't really have the opportunity to apologize, so that's why I'm apologizing now. No opportunity? I can't believe you have the guts to say that after trying to give so many excuses.
You had a lot of opportunities to admit what you've done.
In that case, let me tell you that you should have told us that the two of you were a family a lot sooner. Had I known that you were a family, I would have never done anything like this.
You just don't get it, do you?
Oh, God.
Are you saying that it's okay for you to do such a thing if only Miss Helen wasn't my daughter? You're wrong.
The fact that you say something like that clearly shows that you're not sorry for anything at all.
Oh.
You guys too. You've been looking the other way, knowing what your direct supervisor has been committing. Shouldn't you have offered a helping hand to a colleague who has been troubled by someone else? It has nothing to do with the fact that she's my daughter.
You're completely right about that, sir. I'm sorry.
As long as you understand.
Phew. He finally forgave.
What?
I guess it was worth apologizing.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
What?
Why do you look so surprised? What made you think that you'll be forgiven?
Miss Clara, would you rather talk about it before the trip or after?
I'd rather never talk about it.
The CEO discovered Clara's embezzlement after further investigation. The CEO gave her a stern verbal warning, including what she had done to me this time. He also filed a lawsuit against her for embezzlement, and she ended up having a criminal record. She faced challenges in her job search because of that, and I overheard that she currently works a few part-time jobs. As for me, I got to go on a Hawaii trip on a later occasion after my dad felt sorry for what happened. After I rejuvenated myself in Hawaii, I felt even more motivated at work. Troublebusters!
You are going to sell your parents' house and buy a 2-family residence. And I'm going to live with my parents. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm divorcing you too.
I expected as much from you. All right, let's get divorced. But the house...
You're so dense, Melanie. It's all mine now. Make sure to write everyone's address on these postcards by tomorrow.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm only gonna say this once more. Write the names and addresses of the people on this list on the postcards.
I understand what you mean, but why me?
I was busy and couldn't do it myself.
But if you tell me to do it all by tomorrow, I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Ugh, pull an all-nighter.
But this is your job, isn't it, Mark?
I have to go to bed already because I have an early morning tomorrow. In that case, you, my wife, ought to do it.
What the...
I'm going to bed. And write everything neatly, eh?
Hey, wait a minute. My name is Melanie, and I'm 30 years old. My husband Mark is 35 years old, and we currently live with my parents. My father, Adam, who's 68, is the president of a locally successful company, and my mother, Susan, who's 63, works alongside him. Mark also works for father's company. And one day, tragedy struck. My father, Adam, suddenly collapsed. I contacted Mark immediately. Hello, Mark?
What do you want? I'm at work, you know.
Something terrible's happened. My father collapsed, and he's in the hospital now.
What?
Could you please come to the hospital quickly?
No can do, Melanie.
Huh?
I'm still working.
What the... I mean, I know you are, but can't you do something to come back home?
Nope, afraid not. I'll leave all this to you.
How could you be so indifferent? Aren't you worried?
Look, you caught me at a bad time. I'm busy. I'll see you.
Since it was an emergency situation, I may not have been able to say enough because of shock and panic, but the response from Mark was much too curt for my liking. My father has a very good relationship with Mark, and especially over the past 2 or 3 years, the former really seemed to care for the latter. However, as if that one tragedy simply wasn't enough, my father never made it out of the emergency room alive. Hello, Mark?
You're really starting to annoy me, Melanie. I said I'm at work. I'll call you back later.
After saying that, he hung up. I genuinely thought that Mark would also be shocked by this sudden turn of events, but in reality, that wasn't the case at all. That evening... Where have you been all day, Mark? Oh, Mrs. Miller, and Mr. Miller, and even Miss Camilla Miller? We heard from Mark, dear. Mr. Thompson's passed away, yes? He has. Thank you for coming all this way. We also had something personal to take care of. Oh, what is it then?
I also have some rights to inherit his estate, so I thought I'd make sure to get my family involved in the proceedings.
What the? Why would we talk about something like that on the day of his death? What is the meaning of this?
I guess we thought it was time to talk because he's dead.
And besides, only my mother and I have the right to inherit what he left behind. You have no right to meddle in my father's heritage.
Actually, that's not the case.
Huh?
You are going to sell your parents' house and buy a 2-family residence, and I'm going to live with my parents.
Excuse me? What do you think you're doing suddenly saying all this nonsense?
Your father told me a few times when he was alive that he'd leave the business and the house in my capable hands. That's why I have all the rights to decide the arrangements from now on.
There is no way that would make sense.
But it can't be helped because that's what the deceased has left behind. And also, take a look.
What Mark showed me next was an envelope with "Will" written on it in calligraphy ink.
I even have a will from your old man, Melanie.
What?
Although I didn't tell you, your father actually adopted me soon after we married.
What? When did that ever happen?
And that's exactly why all of this property will belong to me now. Seems like that was written in the will after all. For more details on that, I'll open the will tomorrow and confront you with the facts.
With that, Mark left together with his family. There's no way Mark would have... My mother, Susan, called out to me just as I was about to teeter over the edge of despair. Melanie, I have a letter here from your father. I actually read it, and you should read it too. Huh? When I read the contents of the letter, I was surprised. I understood why my father and Mark set up an adoption. I was grateful to Father for leaving me this message and decided to get revenge on Mark. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. The next day, Mark, his parents, and his aunt visited our house again.
Alright then, let's open the will and see what it says.
You've got some nerve doing that in front of Mom, Mark.
Yeah, I think I am pretty courageous. And so, without further ado... Okay, this is just as Mr. Thompson promised. And moreover, it even says that Melanie and Mrs. Thompson do not have to inherit anything.
Oh, really?
Frustrated, are we?
Nah, not really. Especially since I was told yesterday and was prepared for it.
Damn, you sure are pretty good at listening to orders and being submissive. In that case, get out of this house immediately.
Damn, things go quickly.
The construction company is coming today.
Construction company?
I have to demolish this house, so today's when I hear about the cost estimate.
I see you are very well prepared today, Mr. Miller.
Acting quickly is the single most important golden rule for a businessman.
Is that so? I've been making some preparations since yesterday, so of course I'll be leaving right away.
Oh, by all means, get the frick out. And oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm divorcing you too.
I expected as much from you. All right, let's get divorced. But the house...
You're so dense, Melanie. It's all mine now.
I thought about saying one last sarcastic quip at the end, but they were all so ridiculously excited that I held back and left the house. Although I felt regretful and sad about leaving my childhood home, I decided to carry out the instructions in Father's letter. Then Mama and I moved into another house that Father had prepared for us a few years prior. And one day, a little over 3 months later, I received a call from Mark.
Hey, what's the point of all this?
The point of what, exactly?
There's a huge debt bill coming my way.
Oh, is that so?
I wasn't made aware of anything like this.
Seems like Father borrowed a considerable amount of money in order to run the company successfully as president, you see. Up until now, he's been paying it as part of his own executive compensation, but since he has passed away, the bills to settle the debt now go your way.
The bills to settle the debt now go your way, my ass. No, pay it up properly, bitch.
Who?
You and your damn mother.
Why, though?
What?
Why do we have to pay?
If it was a debt left behind by your father when he bit the dust, it would be natural for his wife or daughter to pay it off.
What? Why? Is there really such a rule?
You don't even understand that kind of common sense. In any family, if there's a debt left behind by the father, the family takes on the role of paying it back.
I argue that that's just the way that those families have done it. Looks like our family isn't going to be following that statistic.
So you're seriously saying you're not planning on paying?
Indeed. Rather, it seems logical that the person who inherited everything should pay off the debts.
That's impossible, because I'm a complete stranger, you know? I thought something like this might actually happen, and that's why I decided to divorce you. And boy, am I glad I did, bitch.
I think it was a good idea to go along with the divorce too, but I'm not paying the debt. Or rather, more accurately, I don't have any obligation to pay it.
You're really gonna keep on saying that, huh?
That's not important, Mr. Miller. Why do I have to pay the debt of someone who has divorced me and has once again become a total stranger to me?
Huh? What kind of bullshit are you talking about?
Truth and bullshit are two different things, dear. I'm saying that I don't want to pay off your debt.
My debt? It's not my debt, and you know it. I have nothing to do with it.
You do have something to do with it, legally speaking.
Legally?
The property of a deceased is to be paid for by his or her heirs to inherit them.
That's why you and your damn mother are supposed to pay for it.
But aren't you the sole heir to inherit everything from Father?
No, I'm not.
Then why do you own his property, Mr. Miller?
That's because it was written in the will. He personally asked me to protect his family. I just haven't heard about the debt, so I really don't know.
All that bullshit isn't going to hold up when it comes to the law, Mr. Miller.
What?
Inheritance means passing on all your positive assets onto your heir or heirs, as well as your negative assets, such as debt. That's why the heir or heirs have the legal obligation of paying off the debts as well.
That can't be true.
Afraid it is, Mr. Miller.
But I can't afford to pay all this.
The amount of debt my father had is indeed quite large, it seems. It will probably exceed the positive assets you inherited.
But that can't mean that all I have left to my name from Mr. Thompson is debt.
Yes, that's right.
But don't be ridiculous. This is a violation straight up.
No, this is determined by the law.
Oh, but wait a second. I just thought of something.
Oh, goody, what is it?
The heir must pay off all the debt, right? If so, then you and Mrs. Thompson still have to pay the debts after all.
And I'm asking you why we should.
You two are also heirs, right? As his wife and daughter?
That's true.
Well then.
However, this only applies to right when the arrangements with the inheritance started and before the will was opened.
Huh? What are you saying now? I don't have a clue.
Both Mom and I gave up our inheritances.
Gave up your inheritances?
You don't understand even that? Mom and I both decided not to accept Father's inheritance.
Even if you did decide as such, it was written in the will that it was all mine.
Ah, that will, you mean. Well, there's no date written on the piece of parchment, and the format is incorrect, so it's not valid as an official will to my father. And so, the will you opened is invalid and is not legally eligible to be undertaken.
That's a lie. All this property is mine.
Yes, indeed. Do you hear me arguing?
Huh? Seriously, what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
You set up an adoption with my father, did you not?
Oh shit, I did.
So, legally speaking, his rightful heirs are myself, Mom, and you, Mr. Miller.
But that property is entirely mine. Wait, no. That means the debt can be divided into 3 equal parts, right?
Don't you remember me saying that Mom and I gave up our shares of the inheritance?
Oh.
That's why you're shouldering the debt alone, Mr. Miller.
Well then, I understand now. I also renounce my inheritance. That way I can get out of debt too, can't I?
No, you can't do that.
What? Why not? This is ridiculous.
You can only renounce your inheritance within 3 months.
What?
And it's been more than 3 months since my father passed away, so you can't give up your inheritance anymore.
What the frick, man? Why didn't you tell me?
No. Need I remind you, you were very intent on inheriting the property, so I thought there was nothing to tell you.
If the inheritance was riddled with debt, I would have obviously given it up.
Should've, would've, could've, Mr. Miller.
Why? Why is this happening? You guys, you were too sneaky.
Rather than being sneaky, all we did was simply follow Father's instructions.
Instructions?
Father entrusted my mama with an important letter. He told her that she would read this letter if something terrible were to happen.
Huh?
He specifically instructed that if something terrible happened to him, Mama and I would renounce our inheritance and live elsewhere.
This means he had predicted this before you kicked the bucket. And why did he frickin' adopt me and make me inherit everything?
This was also written in the letter that he would never forgive you.
What? It can't be. I should have been doing well for myself, and for him too.
You just assumed you were. Unfortunately, Father understood everything.
Understood. What?
That you tried to dethrone him as president of his own company. That you were only after his fortune and that you were going to leave me once he passed on and marry the woman you're having an affair with.
What?
So it seems like Father was getting along with you to catch you off guard.
That's...
Actually think about it for a bit. Remember how your relationship with Father wasn't exactly ideal when we first got married?
Come to think of it, that's true.
Now, when did you become close friends,
Maybe about 2 years ago?
This was around the time when you had just met the person you're having an affair with. From then on, Father could no longer entrust you with anything, so he hired a detective to investigate every detail of your affair.
No way.
As a result, he discovered what he said earlier, so he took proactive measures for us. And the president's situation is a culmination of his efforts.
But that's...
And thus, we have absolutely nothing to do with this matter. Please do your best to repay the debt, Mr. Miller.
Wait a minute. Hold on, please.
What is it?
I simply cannot repay this debt. If it is not enough to dispose of all the positive assets I inherited, it's impossible. And if I can't return it, my adoptive father's name will be tarnished. Even though he has passed away, I don't think it's good that he has debts left untended.
I was wondering what you'd say, and this is what you have?
It's important, very important. I have to protect my father's honor.
Oh, certainly. If it's your father's honor, you have to protect it as his adoptive son.
Right? That's why.
But your father's honor will not be tarnished by this incident. What will be damaged is your own honor and trust.
Well,
after all, this debt is not my father's debt, but your debt now. So if you don't pay it, it's your name that will be tarnished.
What?
So from now on, you won't be able to use credit cards anymore.
No way. Too drastic.
Nothing could be more obvious. If you don't pay back the money you borrowed, you won't be able to use any credit cards anymore.
But I haven't borrowed any money.
However, since you inherited from the person who did, the fact that that borrowed money was passed on means you essentially borrowed the money in the first place. If you don't return it, your credibility will be questioned for sure.
Bullshit. Please, Melanie, help me.
I would also like to help my husband if he's in trouble, but
I know, right? So please.
I accepted your proposal for a divorce, didn't I?
No,
I was clearly told to leave by you yourself, Mr. Miller.
that was because my adoptive father had passed away, and I was also pretty upset. I love you the most, honest.
And yet you're seeing another woman?
No,
This is just ridiculous in every way possible.
please, I was in the wrong. Please find it in yourself to come back home.
Home? And which home would that be, Mr. Miller?
The house where we used to live, darling.
It seems like you forgot, so I'll let you know again, but
What is it?
the other day, I happened to hear through word on the street that today is the day that house would be demolished, isn't it?
What? Oh shit! You're right!
Mark hung up as soon as he heard me say that information. Perhaps he rushed to that old house. We also wanted to see the last minutes of the house that held our most treasured memories, so Mama and I also headed to the site. When we arrived, the contractors were preparing to get to work. I greeted the contractor and asked him to begin demolishing, but right at that moment...
Stop! Oh no, I was too late.
You came, Mark? Oh, so the demolition work started, I see. Now we can proceed with building a two-family residence. Oh, this is so exciting.
What the frick do you think you're saying, Mom?
What are you angry about, dear?
If the house is destroyed, we won't be able to sell it.
Huh? We're building a new house here, so there's no need to sell it all.
You just listen.
Mark started telling the truth about his current situation to his family. At first, everyone was listening pretty half-heartedly, but perhaps the sheer hopelessness of the situation dawned on them slowly, for everyone started turning pale, with Mrs. Camilla Miller and her sister beginning to tremble. Then my mother-in-law saw me and approached. Melanie, dear, I'm terribly sorry we made you misunderstand everything. Misunderstand? We were planning to make a room for you and Mrs. Thompson in the new two-family residence we were planning on building, so let's all live together. Huh? What happened all of a sudden? This isn't sudden at all, dear. It's something we've been thinking about for a while.
That's right. Melanie.
Is that why you want to ask me to help you now? If we're family, it's an obligation to help each other in times of hardship. As I explained to my ex-husband, Mr. Miller, this debt is not mine, and I have no intention of helping pay it off. Shit, but if you're our family... You won't shut up about family, Mrs. Miller, but Mark and I are already divorced, remember? I suppose that's true.
So, let's get married and start over, eh?
What the...
After all, we as a married couple have had great memories, right? I admit that this time I was blinded by the idea of money and went crazy. I admit it, and I'm very sorry about that. But I think memories and things like that are far more important than money. I promise to completely forget about money and its importance to my happiness. So, could you please give me another chance?
It's more about the memories than the money. Well, of course, memories are certainly far more important.
Right? You know, since we tied the knot, we've overcome a lot of things together, didn't we? Let's cherish those experiences and try again.
I understand. I understand that you cherish those memories.
Well then.
However,
What?
my memories with you only go back a couple of years.
What the? Even if they only go back a couple of years, memories are still memories.
If you want to start over with me, I have some conditions.
What are they? Please tell me. I'll do anything.
And what if you can't do it?
Then I will give up on remarrying you.
Will you cease to pester me about all the bullshit regarding the inheritance?
Eh?
The fact that you were having trouble answering meant that you weren't truly genuine and that you would act nonchalant as though all you wanted was to get out of this situation. Am I right?
No, that's not true at all. I understand. I will cease to discuss the inheritance if I cannot accept your conditions.
Wonderful.
So, what are the conditions?
I want to restore the memories that are about to disappear.
What? That's it? Do you want to go to a place of deep, fond memory? The restaurant we went on our first date? Or the place where I proposed to you?
No. What memories would I like to have back? Why, the memories I cherish the most, of course.
What are they? Tell me, please. I'll definitely bring them back.
Great! My most cherished memories are of this house. I was born in this house, grew up in this house, and it is the only place that is filled with everything I have ever been. If you grant me the opportunity to live in this house again, I think I might consider starting over with you.
No, well, I mean, have a look at this.
What is it?
There's some demolition work going on, you see.
Not like I asked for that myself, you know.
I can't do what you wish for, Melanie.
You are an individual who wants to cherish your memories, correct?
I am.
So if I can live in the house where all my memories reside, I will be able to forgive you for betraying me and for cheating on me. And I think we will be able to make memories anew.
No,
Are you saying you can't grant me my one condition?
that is just impossible. I'll try my best if it's anything else, but that's not realistic.
Well, that's not what you promised. Well then, in that case, it seems I won't be able to trust you ever again.
I'm telling you, it's already been demolished.
That is of no concern to me. My wish is to live in the house of my memories once again, so is that not possible?
Ugh.
Then I must request that you refrain from trying to start over with me. And also, as promised, you will cease to pester me about all the bullshit regarding the inheritance. Well then, please do your best to pay back your debts. Farewell.
Wait a minute, please help me!
We said goodbye to the tearful Miller family and left the scene. As for the story after that, Father's debts were, as I expected, mostly negative. So Mark fell into a life of debt. Moreover, because his house had been destroyed and what with the costs to build a new house for him and his family, as a result, his debts have become quite monumental. On top of that, since he was planning on building a house for 2 families, it seems that the amount taken as a cancellation fee on some options was added to his list of debts. And of course, I also asked for alimony against his affair, so that's also added to his debt. As for Mama and I, Father really thought ahead and predicted a case would indeed happen, and divided Mama's salary into 2 and managed it himself. And there was also money saved in his wife's name as well, so we were able to live comfortably with that. I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't received that letter from him at that time. I can only be so grateful to Father for thinking about what would happen to us after his death and taking appropriate action. Also, since he was also thinking about how to get revenge on Mark, who was actively hurting me, I would like to take my own steps forward and live a happy life together with Mama. Troublebusters!
Alan, get over here. Huh? Let's cut to the chase. You need to marry her.
I'm going to introduce you, Alan. This is your future partner, Charlie.
No way. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be able to marry her. Huh? I'm so tired. I have $30,000 worth of debt at the ripe age of 21. But that debt wasn't my debt. It was my parents' debt. Oh, Alan, you should be happy. We found you another job to work.
Now you can go to the harbor early in the morning. We've already borrowed your pay ahead of time, so you're going to work there starting tomorrow.
What?
Your hard effort will be paid off soon enough.
Wait, hang on. This is the first thing I hear after I get home. I work my regular office job, then go work at my part-time at the restaurant. Then I go to the harbor early in the morning? You're young, you've got this.
You like fish.
Yes, I like eating fish, but I don't like working at a fish market. Why are you complaining so much?
Yeah, it's your fault to begin with. That's why your father had to find you a job for you to work early in the morning.
I make regular pay. We're poor because you guys keep taking out loans to hit up the slots. We're not shooting slots for fun.
Yeah, we do it as a job.
Then you should quit. You are already $30,000 in the hole. You're not even going to win. You really only think about stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah, the debt is basically just an investment.
If you don't admit defeat, then you're just halfway to victory.
Whatever the case, you're going tomorrow. You've got work in 3 hours.
Don't you dare be dilly-dallying either. I gotta run. I don't know how many times I thought I had to run, but there was a reason I couldn't. It was that I was now the guarantor for my parents' loans. They are horrible parents, but they did take out loans. You have to return borrowed money, and my stupid parents are going to cause problems for Andrew. And they're just abusing my good nature. Huh? What the? I had at least $50 in there before.
Dear Alan, we took the $50 in your wallet.
What the hell? Seriously? I ended up buying a single loaf of bread at the store and going to work. I'm home.
Welcome home, Alan. We've been waiting for you.
What now? You want me to go work a part-time job?
Yeah, you're an important son to us.
What is going on? Did they win the slots? Huh? Alan, you need to marry her.
I'm going to introduce you, Alan. This is your future partner, Charlie. She's the only child of a very big-time factory.
No way. I'm going to marry her?
You must be so happy. You are, right? Right?
No, but she's... How is this possible? All right, that's it. You and Charlie are now going to be husband and wife. So good luck. I'm glad everything is going well. I'm getting old too, so I want to see my grandkids. Alan, thanks for looking after my girl.
Alan, thank you.
Hey, Alan, say something.
Sorry, he's just so shocked because she's just so beautiful.
Thank you. I'll definitely take her hand in marriage.
Huh? What kind of huh was that?
Nothing. He's just someone that's so into good-looking people, just like me.
Right.
Come on, Alan, let's go. We're starting the wedding now. Yes, please. All right, I have to go say thank you to Sean. Woo! All right, here's the 50K. Now we'll get some money left over even after returning the money. Yeah, thanks. I see. These people sold me, but...
Sorry, you were surprised, huh?
37, 38, 39, 40. Perfect. There's 40K here, sir.
All right, you're free to go. Thanks for using Andrew's perfect finance. Thank you so much for your help, sir. We sold that fat girl to Alan. What a perfect plan. I just did my job. You don't need to thank me.
You're still just as cool and awesome as ever, sir.
We have a favor to ask you. What is it? Money? If there's anything that we can ask of you, it's just money. You guys got 10K left, right? What did you do with that? It disappeared into the slots. I mean, it's a lesson learned.
This is all a step towards victory.
Right. If you don't admit defeat, you're just halfway to victory. Okay. If you sign my contract, sure. I don't care. Yeah, of course. How much do you want? Let's start with 1,000. I'll give you $900 minus the initial 10%. Here's the contract. Fill it all out. Sir, we'll make Alan the guarantor so that you can loan us with no worries. What? He's back? Yes. He happened to be back today.
I'll just fill it out real quick and take the money.
I'm going to come by in 10 days, so figure out if you want to return in full or you want to skip. Sure, thanks. We'll pay you back in full. Yeah, okay. You didn't do that before, so you ended up with over 40K in debt before. But we returned it, didn't we? I guess so. Whatever the case, as long as the money comes back, I'm fine with it. We're giving you money, and money is as important as life itself. You run away, and you're swimming with the fish. We know.
Here you go.
Good. Alan is so stupid. Getting married to that fat girl, and now he's a guarantor again. Stupid is good. I like stupid because it's a lot easier to take someone's money with a guarantor.
Alan is a very kind and gentle man.
Hello? You idiot, wait a minute. What do you want? The money we paid off thanks to you. Well, we kind of brought it back to life. We're back to 30K in the hole. How stupid are you? Well, we're finally able to find the light at the end of the tunnel. That's not real light. It's all fake and you're just in an endless tunnel. It's eternal darkness. Shut up. You can't say shit because you never gambled. That doesn't make any sense at all. You can say whatever you want. Whatever, you're the guarantor again. Eventually Andrew's gonna show up, huh? What? I didn't become a guarantor for anyone. Yes, you did. I don't know why, but shut up. I'm not going to let you jerk me around like this forever. Let me go. You're just a slave. We can't let you go like that.
Yeah, I was in so much pain to give birth to you. You better repay us for that.
Yeah, the 18 years we raised you too. You were all rotten. Seriously. You really need to fix your logic or you're going to see hell. Enough. We're going to win real soon. But until then, you pay him back for his money. That's what you do to be a good son. I'm not paying that off. Yeah. I hope Andrew accepts that excuse. Is this all you wanted, Mr. Andrew? My horrible toxic parents put me up as collateral for their debt. Afterwards, they used the very same son as a guarantor. We gotta get rid of this pest. I'm never gonna forgive you. Trouble busters!
Say ah. Is it good?
Yeah, you're just the perfect, most amazing wife.
Aw, you're too kind.
You hear, Charlie?
Miss Lewis, what did you want?
What? His parents are here for seeing you. They're mad. They're here.
It's finally time, Mr. Allen. Bring Mr. Andrew here, Lewis.
Okay, come on, guys. Alan, please, lend us money. Huh?
You're next in line for the big construction company, right? Please use your CEO powers to repay the debt.
Seems like you figured out that the contract was totally not real this time, huh? Huh? You knew this would happen? Of course. You used me for a guarantor without my consent.
That's called forgery, you understand? Huh? It's my son?
Yeah, parents can borrow their son's help to return their debt. I have no reason to pay either of you back for any of your stupid debt that you made going to slots.
Seriously, I can't believe how such a wonderful person was born from such horrible people.
Just help us. You just need to give us the interest first. $6,000.
We borrowed a lot because you went and got married to a really rich family. Is that a problem?
Yes, it is a problem. Are you insane?
Just so you know, neither my father nor myself have any money for you.
What?
No money. That's it. Go home.
Serves you right. That's what you get for spending dirty money. It's your husband's parents. Why wouldn't you help us?
You wouldn't have ever been able to meet anyone and gotten married unless we served up Alan.
Don't talk crap about my wife, you dickheads. What? You guys are completely mistaken. I didn't marry her because I didn't want to. I married her because I love her. Huh?
You're just full of it.
He's dead serious.
What?
We all went to the school together. We all grew up under toxic parents like you. You have no idea the kind of suffering we went through.
Yeah, then Charlie saved me.
I'm not going to forgive you if you bully people.
We're sorry.
And she gave us food and took us out. She was just kind. Really? I mean, you guys had zero interest in any of what I was saying. I don't blame you for not knowing.
Afterwards, she moved overseas, so...
I thought I couldn't see her again. But then I ran into her again.
Yeah, I kind of figured it all out for him because Charlie always liked Alan and Alan seemed to like her.
Yeah, I've liked him since elementary school.
Me too.
And so yeah, this is a plan that I made. Then the money that I lent out will come back. Alan won't have to deal with being a guarantor either. And to make everything better, the two would be together now, killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
That's why I was super into it. You seemed like you had just defeated me or something, but really, you were the one being outsmarted. So yeah, I have no reason that I have to do anything, so you two can go ahead and pay him back yourself.
And this time around, I'm not going to hold back. You owe me $60K. You're never going to be able to pay me back like this.
Yeah.
It's your fault, too, for loaning the money to someone that you know can't pay you back.
What? You trying to talk about what Mr. Andrew can and can't do? Don't worry. I'm going to get my money. I told you that money is important to me.
What are you going to do to us?
Nothing too special. I'm just going to make you work for free. You know, in shacks, underground, hospitals, in the ocean.
Snacks? Hospitals? The ocean?
What kind of jobs are those?
This is lucky for you. You can go on vacation for free.
That's not actually a vacation, right? It's labor.
It's basically the same thing.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Sucks.
You horrible man. You fooled me, made me a guarantor without my consent, then pretended to make me marry someone I didn't like. You two shut the hell up. Wait, hang on. We're sorry.
Just please, this once pay the $60,000. It's easy for you right now, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to pay either of you at all. You guys are just going to go on your debt returning tour. Wait, I don't want to. Please, no.
Wait. Alan wrote that he was the guarantor.
You're still going off? Everyone knows it's forged. Just give up.
You give up?
You're the one that needs to give up. You basically just confessed that you forged everything.
It seemed like it, but we didn't. That was absolutely written by you, right, sweetie?
If you betray Nadia, I'll forgive you.
That was actually forged by Nadia.
Protect me, you backstabber!
No one cares about marriage here. You're just a loser. I'm protecting myself. We lost all the money because you lost the money.
This is amazing.
Here goes Andrew.
Do you have wine or something, Charlie? Can I have a glass?
Yeah, bring one out for us, Louis.
Then let's bring out the brute wine for victory.
Perfect. That's a great suggestion.
Coming up, I just calculated this in my head, but I've only lost the $2,700 out of the $60K that we took out.
Where did you get that number? There's no way. You were the one that took us to the slots more often. I wasn't even interested in slots at first. It's after I married you that I got sucked in.
Don't blame me. In the end, you decided to go. You shouldn't have gone.
Yeah, that's actually a great observation.
You're just going to leave me after I quit?
That's pretty mean. I guess Nadia just has to listen, huh? Thanks, Mr. Lewis.
That's just you coming up with things.
No, you were absolutely going to leave me. You're a piece of shit.
This is so good.
From what I've calculated, I've only lost like 1,500 out of the 60,000.
Ah, wow. Then I guess I'll only take 1,500 from her.
Objection!
Go ahead. Toxic parent shine. I love it. Thank you, sir.
She's lying!
Really? I can't believe it.
Hear me out. Naughty was calling you a big dummy.
What?
No, that was him. He said that.
Ah, that was really good. Thanks, Charlie.
Andrew! Andrew!
What?
Just like I said, I told you about the forgery. Please let me go, like you promised.
Huh?
That was the promise.
You promised him, not me. I didn't say anything. Oh, man, I tried for you guys.
You liar!
I love seeing idiots betray each other. There's another scene to your collection of losers betraying each other. Yeah, great job, buddy. I'll give you a bonus for that one. Ah, thank you, sir. All right, that was a good glass of wine, and I got a great video. Time to go to work. Sir? Sorry to bother you two lovebirds.
Yeah, I gotta make sure not to make an enemy out of him. He's terrifying.
Don't ever bring them around us again, okay?
Yep, later. Scream, cry, and beg. No one will hear you.
Now, I don't know what happened to them after that, but sometimes Andrew messages me and tells me that they're repaying the money by working. Now, I think they're alive. Not that I know. I'm living my lovely life with Charlie. We're going to have kids next year, too. Talk about a lovely life. I'm going to make up for all the time I lost. Trouble Buster!
Come to think of it, next weekend will be 1 year since Dad passed away, eh? 15 relatives will be visiting us that day, so be sure to entertain them well.
Food for that many people?
What in the world? There's nothing!
Ugh, so bright. Dear Melanie, could you please take a look at our clock? It seems to be broken. What? The clock? Oh no, it's 6 o'clock already? I'm terribly sorry. Oh no, it wasn't broken after all. You always wake up at 3 o'clock and you still seemed to be sleeping so comfortably that I thought the clock had definitely broken. I completely overslept. I'll just quickly get ready. I must hurry. Come to think of it, Seth wasn't in bed.
I'm home!
What? Back in the morning?
I'll eat something before heading back out, Mom.
Welcome back, Seth. I overslept this morning and, well, there isn't any breakfast.
What? Are you serious?
I'm sorry. Well, it can't be helped, dear. It's not strange for a young lady who grew up in the city to be so sloppy like that. Ahem?
Mom, you're too soft on her. I'm freaking giving her free food, so in return, she needs to do her job properly.
No, the food is not free. There's even some money at home.
No, that's my salary. In other words, the money I put into the family. Don't get it wrong.
But, oh dear, normally this is the time when we would have already finished eating breakfast. I shall whip something up quickly. I'm Melanie, and my father-in-law, Mr. Williams, passed away a year ago. My husband Seth and I started living together with Mrs. Williams' house. My mother-in-law is honestly quite useless when it comes to housework, so now I am in charge of the house in place of dear Mr. Williams, who worked hard to prepare meals while working as a company president. But to be honest, no matter how hard I tried, I was constantly being criticized day in and day out. No, Melanie. I was the one who ended up getting married to Seth despite my parents' adamant rejection of the idea. I can't afford to worry them. You shouldn't be depressed over something like this.
No bread?
I forgot to buy some.
Pull it together, Melanie. I'm going now.
But what about breakfast?
I'll get something at a convenience store.
Convenience store food even in the morning? I'm going out today too, so I'm also all right with breakfast. Is that so? Oh dear, is there dust in here? I'll have it cleaned immediately, Mrs. Williams. I knew it. Mrs. Williams, you already slept in so long this morning. Are you still going to sleep? Kids these days going to sleep a lot without even finishing the housework. I'm sorry, Mrs. Williams. I have a fever of 38 degrees, so I thought I ought to get some rest. Oh my, in my day, dear Melanie, I had to put up with a mediocre fever like that. Huh? I think having a fever is a matter of dedication to your work, you see. I will go shopping immediately, Mrs. Williams. I'm going out now. Thanks for taking care of everything. Yes, ma'am. You know, you don't have to wear a mask and show off that you're not feeling well, right? But that's not... Oh, Melanie dear, wash the dishes with normal water, not hot water, okay?
Come to think of it, next weekend will be 1 year since Dad passed away, eh?
Indeed it is, Seth. Time flies.
15 relatives will be visiting us that day, so be sure to entertain them well.
15 people?
I mean, duh. It's the first anniversary for crying out loud.
I didn't ask.
I told you what you need to know.
That can't mean that I have to do it all by myself, can it? It would be impossible for one person like me to cook for such a large number of people.
If you have something to say, don't be silent and just say it.
Will your cousins be coming too, Mrs. Williams? Of course they're coming, but don't expect her to help you. What? After all, you are the wife of this family. I have to show you that you're a very capable wife, a real keeper. Food for that many people? Look, you don't even do any real work, and you're just lying around at home anyway, so you're probably bored, eh? They say it's the same whether you're making food for 3 people or 4 people. But it's completely different when it comes to serving 15 people. No, officially it's for 19 people, including Grandma Williams. That will be all right. Grandma Elaine's leg hurts and she can't come over here from where she lives. Let's bring her some dinner as usual. But still, you'll be fine, Melanie dear. Oh, this is my home. Absolutely forbid anyone from coming into the kitchen, okay? No way. I already wake up at 3 a.m. every morning to do housework and chores, but I can't bear to push myself to do anything harsher. This is just too much. I hear Mrs. Williams is on the phone with someone. That useless bitch doesn't do anything right, and it's so embarrassing to bring her in front of people. No, 15 people is totally fine. That witch, forget about her. I'll take care of everything. Yes, that's true. She always has such a hard time with the housework. It's such a struggle for me, too. But I'm the one to do it all. From now on, there will be gatherings for the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, the New Year, and other events. And I will have to feel this way every damn time?
What are you doing?
Seth, honey, I am not confident that I'll be able to handle the first anniversary of Mr. Williams' passing and all the upcoming events by myself.
What the frick so suddenly? It can't be helped. It's normal for the wife to do it all.
So you won't be taking my side either, Seth?
I don't get it, Melanie. I'm going to go get a drink.
Huh? I didn't get married to be a housekeeper in this house. Of course, I'm so worried because I can't go back to my parents now. Plus, I haven't worked for a while, but I'm still only 30 years old. Is it really worth it for me to continue living another 30 years of my life as I stand strong and take the psychological damage inflicted by Seth and his devious mother? No! I understood once I stopped to think rationally. It's no good if it stays like this. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. All right then, time to wake up. Wow, this is a strangely pleasant morning. Good morning, Mrs. Williams. Is it really okay to take it so slowly since everyone is coming today? You truly are a laid-back, go-with-the-flow kind of person, aren't you, dear? I'm sorry. Please prepare a lot of hors d'oeuvres and some drinks. Don't forget the homemade burritos, too. Are you about to embark on a mission somewhere, Mrs. Williams? I'll be going to the hair salon, then run a few other errands, wait for Seth to finish work, and then go to the station to pick them all up. Is that so? Be sure to have it all ready by the time we return. I'll make arrangements for the flowers. Yes, I'll leave it all to you.
Melanie, you better do everything right, eh?
When will you be coming back?
I think we'll be back around 5 o'clock in the evening.
Understood. Don't mind if I do. My, it's tidied up nicely.
What in the world? There's nothing!
Are you going to prepare everything now? Would you like some help? No, this is not what it seems. Call Melanie, Seth.
Oh, sure, Mom.
Oh, please have a seat. There's nothing in the fridge. What the heck?
Melanie's luggage is missing.
What the devil?
And take a look at this.
I did not get married to be a housekeeper. This environment, where I can't even rest if I have a bad fever, has almost made me break under the stress. I've already filled out my sections for the divorce documents. Please fill in yours, Seth, and submit them.
What does this mean?
Mind if you explain this? Has your wife run away or something?
It must have been very difficult for her here. She ran away on such an important day, after all. No, it hasn't. That woman is so selfish that she always does things like this on purpose to embarrass us.
On purpose?
Yes, that's right. I'm sure she brought all the food I made with her as well.
And I told her this morning. In any case, she was allowed to live in this house for free. They had food to eat and a place to sleep, so what's not to like about it?
For real? We've been taking such good care of her since your father passed away.
Enough of that. Let's all work together and make something.
But there's nothing in the fridge. Shall we have something delivered?
I'm terribly sorry. Melanie, what have you done? Explain all this right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm terribly sorry about today.
This is something you can't fix with a stupid apology. Today is the first anniversary of my husband's death, and yet...
Yes, indeed. I feel so very sorry for what I did to Mr. Williams.
Enough, just get the food on the table quickly, eh? Everyone is so hungry that they feel like they're about to collapse.
What? But there is no cooking.
What?
Why the frick? I told you so many times.
Oh, I know you did, but not once did I ever say that I understood.
What a stupid lie. Enough embarrassing yourself.
I told Mrs. Williams this morning that I would make the arrangements for the flowers. That was all.
That was all?
I mean, come to think of it, Mrs. Williams, that's what you said on the phone the other day, isn't it?
What?
That witch. Forget about her. I'll take care of everything. I believe that's what you said.
Yes, that was when she was on the phone with me. I do remember Teresa saying that.
And that shouldn't mean that you actually won't do anything. Yes, that's right. That's so right.
That is right, Mrs. Williams. Since you can't do any housework, I have to do it for you anyway.
Why do you say it that way? Even Mom does some housework properly.
Is that actually true? Well, I apologize for that, Mrs. Williams. I shall help you. What shall I do?
You didn't help out or go shopping or anything. The refrigerator is empty, for crying out loud.
Oh, of course. You told Miss Laura that you would take care of everything. That's right.
Hey, Teresa, what the hell is going on here? I don't understand anything.
Well, you see...
Allow me. After Mr. Williams passed away and I started living here, an obligation to wake up at 3 a.m. every morning was forced upon me.
3 a.m.? It would still be pitch black outside. We never told you to do that. We just assumed you were awake at that time, so...
Oh, is that so? And yet when I was sick and couldn't wake up at the designated time, you knew I had overslept. And you woke me up by complaining that the clocks in the house were broken. I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. No, sir.
I couldn't hold my ground against you or Seth, and I had a really tough 365 days, I'm afraid.
Isn't that a bit over the top, Teresa?
No, this is all a lie from this damn woman. Don't believe her.
I don't care if anyone believes me or not. I'm about to leave this house anyway.
And I'm telling you that I don't understand why. Why do you frickin' think you have the right to decide whether you want to leave?
Why do you think I have the right? Well, let's see. I had no right to do anything freely in this house, truthfully.
That's not what I'm saying. You're perfectly happy just lazing around and eating free food, living the leisurely life.
Free food? Don't you understand yet that I feel harassed by that?
What? Oh,
Do you really think that I'm lazy at home all day doing nothing whatsoever?
Actually, that's so true. Right, Mom?
Huh? Yes.
Wake up at 3 a.m., clean the house, make breakfast, see you off.
And voila! At that point, the housework is finished, isn't it?
I was told to clean up after breakfast, clean the kitchen, vacuum, wipe the floor. I was even told to pick up fallen leaves every day during autumn. Every last one. But no matter what I did, they kept falling, making the chore impossible. I was told to shovel snow in the winter, clean the back garden in the spring, and work in the garden almost all summer. In addition, if I didn't do what Mrs. Williams asked me to do every day, I was severely criticized.
Don't exaggerate.
This is no exaggeration, Mr. Williams. In any case, since you were utterly and completely on your mother's side, Seth, so I don't expect you to understand my side of the story.
Is this story true, Teresa?
Well, no way. You've got to stop this nonsense. What's the fun in doing this? There is no conceivable way any of this can be fun, can it? There must have been some sort of misunderstanding. I'm sure. There was. I'm very sorry, Melanie dear. It was my fault.
A misunderstanding. It wasn't anywhere close to that, Mrs. Williams. In the event I leave, you'll have to do all the housework. I know you'll panic in no time, but I can't stay in this house anymore.
What? And we were...
We were what, Mrs. Williams?
You just shut the frick up now! What are you going to do now? You're just a housewife and have no money.
I would rather be homeless than stay in this house.
Going homeless?
But you need not worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. While the amount of savings from when I was single is only humble, I will live in a monthly apartment for a while as I look for a job.
Enough! This isn't frickin' something that you can simply decide without any consultation. What are we a couple for?
And yet you never listened to anything I said, as my husband.
This and that are completely different.
Enough with the arguing.
Mrs. Williams?
Grandma Elaine? How are you here? I thought your legs hurt and you couldn't walk.
I suppose both y'all bastards always thought so, eh? It's less than a minute's walk away, and no one ever shows their face at my house.
That's...
But darling Melanie here, she kindly became my talk buddy every time she brought me my meals. She didn't just bring me food, she cared about me more than you ever did. I've been having so much fun every day ever since she started her visits. And when it came to you people...
Mrs. Williams, trouble would be upon us if you made everyone misunderstand.
What did you say?
I was the one who told her to check on you frequently because I was worried about you. And besides, even if you heard something from Melanie, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth, does it? Right, Seth?
Huh? Oh, that's right. Grandma, we've been together for so long. Please believe in what we say.
What nonsense.
Huh?
It's not like I heard anything from dear Melanie, you know.
Then why say something as such?
I found it very strange that the lights were turned on at 3 o'clock in the morning every day. And when I looked more closely, I noticed that Melanie was cleaning the entrance and washing the windows early in the morning.
But that's just because she does it.
She just does it? Even when she has a fever or when there's a snowstorm outside, she just wakes up early and cleans on days without ever taking a break? My old frail ass says absolutely not.
Granny Elaine.
I told her she really needn't try so hard. What do you think she said then,
What did she?
I'm the wife of the family, so if I don't do what I'm told, I'll lose the meaning of my existence.
I didn't say that.
And enough with looking down on me, too, Teresa. You can tell which one is telling the truth by their daily actions. Melanie, dear, I'm sorry about everything. I couldn't do anything to help.
Oh, Granny Elaine, please don't. As for myself, the only time I could relax and enjoy life was when I was talking with you.
I can't believe she was having such a hard time. I thought that if she kept going like this, she would eventually collapse, sick or worse. I had to call her parents.
What?
I don't want to waste Melanie's hard work, so I won't say anything to her, but tell her she can come home any time. That's what your mother said, dear. If you're going to leave, you ought to go back to your parents instead of renting a monthly apartment. Parents will always find their children cute.
Oh, Granny Elaine, thank you, thank you.
But no matter what Grandma says, Melanie and I are still married. I would never allow her to leave without permission.
That's right. Let's get along well from now on, okay?
Mrs. Williams, it's all right.
It's all right? What is, dear?
Even if I leave, Seth here will take care of the house.
There's no way in hell I would.
All I know is that he's having some affair with a female colleague at his workplace.
What?
Whoa, cheating? Enough bullshit. Why would Seth do something like that?
It's all right if you don't believe me. I will take appropriate measures based on the law.
Appropriate measures, meaning.
I'll leave this here as well.
What the devil? Yep, this is guilty all over.
I can't believe you would cheat despite your own wife feeling so miserable at home.
No, this isn't. This is not what. Don't look!
There's still plenty more photographs where that came from. An email. So there's no point tearing them up.
Going behind my back.
I wanted to find an acceptable reason for divorce, so I secretly hired a friend of mine, an investigator. There were many days when you returned home unnaturally late, after all. I suspected something. I was really surprised multiple times when you didn't come back until morning.
He was busy, so he couldn't help it.
That's what I thought too, but just to be sure, why not do a background check, suggested my friend. Holy shit, the evidence. Overwhelming evidence. Moreover, your affair partner, Mrs. Jane Halliday, is married.
What?
As if that weren't enough, you had not just one woman, not two, but 3, all from different departments in your workplace. For a busy man, you sure seem free for the ladies, Mr. Williams. How to use your time. You're good at it, aren't you? I just sent the proof of contents to the other women's houses, so you'd better be prepared, buddy.
Proof of contents? But if you...
It will probably become a huge problem and will be brought to a board meeting.
You mean he will be the president no longer?
Do you really think there are people who would admire a president who cheats on his wife with his employees? There was the case of Granny Elaine, too, and I really didn't want to do something like this, but...
Oh, I'll be fine, dear. I have my late husband's legacy, and I was thinking that it would be nice to live elegantly in a high-end nursing home. I don't want people like this to inherit the estate anyhow.
Oh, no. Please reconsider, Mrs. Williams.
Melanie, you don't need to do anything like that, you know?
You are the ones who left me no other damn choice.
Ugh.
If Seth had at least listened to me and had a word with his mother, this might not have happened.
Ugh.
These are the appropriate measures I will take against you.
God damn it!
And that's how I got a divorce and walked away with alimony and half his estate. As expected, Seth was later removed from the throne of president. He could have stayed working there at the company, but perhaps he felt too uncomfortable because he left weeks later. As for Mrs. Williams, she's always been a housewife, so her source of income is zilch. She did sell her large house, but since it was quite old, she was only able to make a small amount of money. And now she lives in a dilapidated apartment with a toilet in the bathroom with her son. Hello, Granny Elaine. This is Melanie.
How are you doing, dear?
Awesome.
How are your father and mother,
I went back home once, but I found a company with a dormitory and I got a job to work there.
Is that so? Oh, I'm also having fun living to the fullest, my dear. Melanie, dear, promise me you'll be happy?
Of course, Granny. Thank you so much. I was obviously nervous about going to work, but I'm now blessed with close friends and I'm enjoying my life for real. Boy, I am so glad I made that decision. Troublebusters!